Hello and welcome to WakeupData Hub Knowledge Base. In this video you will learn how to create a project using a feed on URL. So first of all, what is a project? So every time you connect the data from your web shop to WakeupData Hub system, you are creating a project. What is a feed on URL? Feed on URL is one way of how to connect your data with WakeupData Hub system, and it's in form of a URL. And it looks something like this. Usually it ends with .xml or .csv. If we press enter, in this case it's a feed on XML, you can see that is opening up information about your products in this fashion. So what we need now is this URL. We're going to copy paste it, and in WakeupData Hub, the dashboard, we're going to press create new project and press feed on URL, and we copy paste our URL here. Then we press test fetch data. Depending on the size of your file, this might take a couple of minutes. Now what is this next screen? Basically this is the snapshot of the data available in your feed. So this is data available in your catalog. Here you just can have a look and say, okay, I have a title, description, link, everything looks good. Now the next step we will have to do is to automatically map this information in our system. So basically what we are going to do now is we're going to take this information that comes from that URL that we just imported and create this information in WakeupData Hub, and we're going to do that automatically. And to do that we press continue, and then as you can see we just started the auto mapping of your products. So in this way, now in this page we can see that our system identified and mapped all these attributes in your product. So our system will identify all the information available in your product catalog that comes from that URL and ask you to set a unique identifier. Now a unique identifier is one attribute of your product feed which you know for sure that is unique. In most of the cases that would be an ID or an EAN or an MPN number, and in our case we select the ID and then we press finish. Now once we pressed finish, you're going to see that your data is preparing to be updated. Again, depending on the size of your product catalog, this might take a couple of minutes, and our system will automatically update your information and do the first run. Now the first run, it's the first time our system is going to store that information from your product catalog, and we're going to start using it to create channels and optimize your product and so on and so forth. So now you just have to give it a little bit of time for our system to first grab data. Okay, so now our system finished the first run, and in the items box you will see the amount of products you have in your product catalog, along with some information on the time, the last time the information was updated, how many products were in the product catalog at this specific time, and if the status active means this product catalog will be updated daily. Now the next step before we finish our first stage of the project is to set a schedule. So in the scheduled box, we can see that our system will run automatically our product catalog at 153 UTC. Depending on where you are in the world, you have to add UTC +1, +2, -1, depending on your location to get the right time. In this case, we want to set our schedules at a specific point of time. To do that, we just have to press edit schedule and then choose another time. The best case is to ask someone within your development team at what time are you making updates in your product catalog. So in our case, we're going to put it at 5 a.m. and we are based in Denmark, and that's going to be UTC +2, and then we want it to run every day starting from 17th, and the end date you can just select a year from now and then save. So now this way you've just created your project, and then you're ready to start working with it and creating your channels.